This woman and her child live in fear of reprisals from her estranged parents. 3 years ago, they forced her into a marriage in Pakistan. When she returned to Britain, she refused to sponsor her new husband to come in. Her father then tried to strangle her.
My dad started coming at me, coming towards me, saying that he was going to kill my son as well, because I'd brought shame onto the family for not calling my so-called husband over from Pakistan.
2 years ago, Glasgow girls Nazia and Rifat Haq were also forced into marriages in Pakistan by their father after being told they were going on holiday. Such marriages are a small but growing problem, mainly involving families from the Indian subcontinent and particularly Pakistan. The Foreign Office last year recorded over 200 cases there. The government has published advice for young people worried they might be vulnerable. But ministers are being criticised for not being tough enough for fear of causing offence.
I think the Foreign Office and the British Consulate often refuse to intervene. They often argue that they've got to tolerate the cultural practice of that particular country, and not to tolerate it would be insensitive.
Ministers say it is a sensitive issue, but one that they are taking seriously.
It would be quite wrong for us to just pass judgment on a way in which some parts of our society run very successful marriages, but where we know the marriages are forced, that is unacceptable.
Coercing a young person into marriage using threats or violence is part of no one's culture and could constitute a criminal offence. Ministers are being asked to spell out that message more clearly in order to better protect vulnerable people. Rita Chakrabarti, BBC News at the Foreign Office.
The Church of England vicar has been jailed for 5 years for assaulting his wife with a hammer as she lay sleeping. But the Reverend Michael Golightly was cleared of attempting to murder her. Mrs. Enid Golightly, on the right of this picture, has stood by her husband throughout his trial at Newcastle Crown Court, despite suffering serious head injuries. Britain's #2 tennis player Tim Henman has had one